covering the big local stories with unique views, taking you across the Tennessee Valley's 4-state region, above and beyond our unforgettable vistas. Local Sky 3, coverage you can count on.
Educational fun at Reflection Writing's Outdoor Summer Day Camp.
No doubt about it, the kitchen is the epicenter of everyone's home, so you want that kitchen to be thriving and vibrant and happy and aromatic and all things wonderful, right? So the place to start is by coming over to the Good Kinsmen on Cherokee Boulevard and talking with Vicki. Good to see you this morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What a wonderful office you get to have every day coming to work here.
I do, I'm very spoiled. This is all the stuff that I want to take home every night with me.
I love what you told me, which is that all of your life in raising children and having friends over, you want your home to be a welcoming one, and you think everyone should experience that. And so often we're all gathered in the kitchen, why not let it be functional and beautiful at the same time?
Exactly. I think it's really important for people to have a door that's open and welcoming and warm, and that when you have company over that you feel warmth and love and nothing uncomfortable. And so that's really how we've designed our store. That's how we've trained our staff. We're really working on helping people to understand that dining is part of community. It's part of showing love and affection for other people.
Let's talk about the cooking part of dining, because, you know, COVID took all of us inside the home.
Yes.
A lot of people who thought they were going to always eat out discovered, hey, this is fun to cook.
Correct.
But if you're going to do it well, you've got to have the right equipment, right?
Right. And what we do here is we really work with people when they come in. We find out what their cooking style is. You know, are you a person that cooks all Sunday, and are you a person that just cooks quick? And once we know that, we can help direct you to the right piece of cookware, because it's not one size fits all.
Right.
A lot of people think it is. You don't have to buy a whole set of dishes or a whole set of pots and pans. You can buy the things that work for you.
Right.
And so we work with you to identify what that is.
You know, to that end, y'all have a wish list here.
We do.
You have the bridal registry, but you also just have a wish list. So much like husbands will often buy their wife a piece of jewelry at Mother's Day, forgive me, but why not get her some pots and pans to add to the collection, right?
Correct. And we do have a lot of people that come in and they start building their wish lists, and they want me to write things down and suggest them to their husbands or their partners or even their friends.
Yeah.
And we do that. Because it's good to get something that you want and you love, but it's also nice to be a little surprised.
When you are a cook, anybody who's in the restaurant business will tell you that eating is as much the experience of eating the food as it is the presentation.
Right.
So when you have beautiful pieces in your kitchen, are many of the things that you have here intended, Vicki, to leave out so you can enjoy them?
We have anything that you find in our store is something that I personally, I've picked it up and I love it. I love the weight of it, or I love the way it looks, or it conveys a feeling. And we don't have just one style, we have a lot of different styles. So I think it's important for things to have multiple uses, something you can leave on the counter. We have planters that can be used as anything from, holding an arrangement to serving maybe a special dish that you have, or storing fruit. So yeah, we do have a lot of that.
I was having a conversation with a coworker actually on my way over to see you, and she said, oh, tell me what you think when you get there. And I said to her, I'm at that point in my life where if I'm gonna buy something, I wanna buy something that's quality.
Right.
You've made sure that everything in here is that quality.
Right. I've been collecting lists of products for years. I have quite a few journals that I've filled as I've traveled with people who are doing amazing things with products, whether they've been doing it for a really long time and they've narrowed down how to make that product the best possible, or that they're artisans and they're inventing new ways of doing something really well.
Right.
But the idea is that when you buy something, it's something you really love and you want to keep it and you want to pass it down.
Right. Okay, so let's go back to the idea of the personalized cooking and selection then.
Okay.
Obviously your pots and pans is its own conversation.
It is.
Silverware will become its own conversation, plates as well.
Right.
But then there are the accent things that remember the days of the bread maker? We all had
Right.
that bread maker, and very few of us ever used it.
Right.
So do you talk to people about what they enjoy? Are they dessert makers? Are they dinner preparers, and then help them find the accent pieces?
Yes, we get people, when they come in, we ask them, what is your style of cooking? What do you like to cook? A lot of people, especially since COVID, have been moving to like, well, now I do sourdough, or now I do baking, or I'm starting to learn to make pizzas. And so we help them by directing them to what are the newest things. We do have bread bakers here. We have anywhere from clay pot cooking to a cast iron pan to an Emile Henry bread pan. So there's all ranges for all types of people.
Do people make a mistake in thinking, well, gee, if I get something that's really nice, then I'm going to have to wash it by hand? Are some of your pieces dishwasher safe?
We have things that are dishwasher safe, and we have things that a lot of things can be put in the dishwasher. What I always tell people is, it's how long do you want it to last? You know, is it something that you care enough about that you want it to last a really long time? You might want to take time and wash it by hand.
Right.
But there are a lot of things that are very durable that can go in the dishwasher for, you know, forever and not be affected. So it just really depends on what the product is.
I know you opened in October. It's been a lifelong dream of yours to see this happen.
Right.
Do you hear people when they come in the front door, there's this gorgeous table when you first come in the front door with this beautiful tablecloth on it. You have a lot of textiles here. Do people tell you that it feels like a European experience when they come here?
People ask us, you know, where is everything from? And we have things that come from Portugal, France, Italy, all over the United States. We have some things that are coming from Japan. So yes, whatever the table of the month is, they tend to focus on that when they first come in.
We've been here before and talked about your bridal registry. You're pretty unique now in town. There aren't many of you left.
We are. And we're hoping to be a very different experience for the bride. I think a lot of people have been going online and doing their registries, and it's not a very personal experience. You don't get to touch the product. You don't get to see it together. You don't get to lay it out on the table and get that sense of what is it going to look like. And so we're hoping to add that experience back to the bride so they can come in and touch and feel and really get to see what it's like, what their table is going to look like, what's their kitchenware is going to look like, what are the things that they're going to have in their home. And we really want them to be brave. Like, it's not, you know, you don't have to have one china set. You can mix and match from everywhere. You know, you can just have fun. You can build a table setting that is just you, that just screams you. And that's what we want them to do.
At the end of the day, that's what your home should be, a place that reflects who you are. So don't buy things and then just put them under the kitchen counter. You want it to be there. And gosh, for those folks lucky enough to work from home, their kitchen can be a beautiful office.
And I do get that a lot. A lot of people come and say, well, my grandmother gave me this beautiful china and I don't know what to do with it. And I'll say, use it. Because that's what you want. You want to be able to use those things or mix them with other pieces, or just take out a bread plate in a teacup and make yourself a cup of tea. You know, don't be afraid. This stuff is beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to shop and then I'm going to hurry home so that I can make my kitchen look as pretty as your store. So here's where you'll find her at Good Kinsmen on Cherokee Boulevard. The phone number, website there on your screen. They do have that bridal registry. You can come here and make a wish list. And when you come in the door, she wants you to feel welcomed just like you would if you were her friend coming to her house to visit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look no further than Mercantile at the Ridge for that unique home furnishing or collectible. The same familiar location, new management, and a refreshing shopping experience with over 125 individual